Hi everyone and welcome to another episode of the Change Podcast GITEX series. We are here at Dubai World Trade Center where the largest technology conference in the region is taking place. Here with me is Larisa from Flume. Hi Larisa.
Hi Vuk, it's nice to finally meet you face to face thanks to GITEX. I guess we connected over LinkedIn during COVID and now we're meeting face to face. It's great.
It's wonderful, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel about GITEX so far?
I think it's pretty impressive and it's fairly busy and it's very safe and it's great to be back, definitely.
No, I think that after everything that we've been through over the previous 10 months, it's wonderful to have some people around you and having face-to-face meetings, especially as we connected via LinkedIn, right? A couple of months back and finally we're meeting face-to-face.
I think that's a great chance for people to sort of say hello,
Yes.
Not shake hands as previously, but at least say hello, look into your eyes, yes.
So, can you just briefly introduce yourself and your company to us and the industry that you're working in?
I'm working as a marketing consultant at Flume Marketing and basically crafting 360 marketing campaigns, which includes digital content creation, which I love very much.
Or it became more relevant than ever during pandemic, right? How did this whole situation influence your industry?
So I think since I've been working a lot in digital marketing for the past 3 years and content creation as well, what I felt during the lockdown times, that creating content that brings a lot of emotions and brings a lot of empathy, being authentic, connects and builds real relationship has become more important than it used to be before. Or probably that was the only way how to connect with people, so that's why it became so important.
No, for sure. And I think that this whole situation just accelerated that, right? Because we all turned out to digital mediums so much. After all, I started my podcast during the lockdown. I had the idea about it before, but kind of pushed me towards that direction, and it turned out to be one of the better decisions of this year.
It's actually not the first story that I hear that people have started or have initiated something during the lockdown that they wanted to do for a long time, but for some reason being busy or something they never did. And the lockdown actually accelerated and pushed them to do that, and it actually became very relevant.
No, for sure. So if you're talking about your industry, and I mean marketing, it's a very big word, but like what did you notice as the biggest trend changes when it comes to your industry during the 2020 and what's in front of us, like 2021? Where do you see the biggest opportunity?
I think one of the biggest accelerator is actually people have started to do things that they've never done before, or they didn't do but they wanted to do, and things like some fun stuff through stories, doing some live sessions through, all available channels. And I think as much as it seemed to be relevant for the lockdown times only because everybody gets busy, I think it's going to stay because everybody felt it was fun.
Yeah.
And it was very effective. And I think this is going to stand, and this is going to stay, and this is going to be part of mainstream campaigns, let's say, going forward.
And did you notice the amount of videos that were produced? I mean, I'm not happy because I thought I'll be one of the rare ones doing podcast and video, podcast especially, but then I noticed there is a lot of other people doing it as well during this time, but video format became more popular than ever, right?
Absolutely, and I think it's there to stay along with other formats. I get often asked what kind of format of content is more efficient, and I always say it's a mix. You cannot stick to one. Although you can feel like video is more efficient, but definitely the channels are evolving, so as the formats of the content, and social media platforms, for example, are giving us the opportunities to create different types of even, let's say, banner content. So I guess it's just a mix of everything.
Yeah, the good thing about a video is that, so while you're doing the video, you're actually producing video, audio, text, which is like the transcript, even photo if you take the screenshot. So for the investment of time for doing one video, you can produce all sorts of different content. I think it's a really good investment.
Absolutely. Video is just faster sometimes, I agree. But as text content, for example, is still very, very important. So
it is.
I would say definitely it's a mix.
I think the downside of video is that sometimes it's not super practical because of the, if you want to have a quick overview of like, you can quickly go through the text, but you cannot quickly go through the video and pick up, you know, everything that's going on. So I think that's kind of a downside, but it's a really good format. So what are your, like, when you're talking to your clients, some of the actionable tips that you're giving them for moving forward and going forward, how to leverage especially digital going forward?
I think since I'm a big fan of content and I'm trying to promote the whole idea of creating relevant, interesting, impressive content that can be promoted in different channels, and I often see that in bigger campaigns, let's say the role of copywriting, let's say a good copywriting, the role of different formats of content is somehow not emphasized enough, and people are still trying to go into more traditional kind of ways of promoting, let's say, a message or a story. But we have a lot more channels nowadays to use for it. So I would definitely go for something like a podcast series, which I don't think, as you probably fairly mentioned, they are popular, and I agree they're popular globally. I think specifically for Middle East market, this is something that we still need to sort of pick up on.
For sure.
Especially in the B2B sector.
No, especially. I think it's a great opportunity for them to jump on. So your own personal goals for 2021, what are you hoping to
create as much content as possible?
That's it. We're going to do something together.
That's true.
Thanks, Larisa, for stopping by. Thanks for coming. Thanks, everyone, for staying with us. Stay tuned. There is another episode coming soon. Take care, everyone.